I'm coming home, I'm coming home, tell the world I'm coming.
Welcome back to Wilso's Reviews, and today I'm going to review Alien 3. Now, a film that was made in 1992, had a different director this time, with David Fincher in it to direct. Sigourney Weaver as Ripley, so that's a good part of this film, and it's probably the only good part about this film at all. Let's talk about it though, because there's a lot to talk about and there's a lot to discuss. What is Alien 3 about? Alien 3 leads off from the shuttle scene from Aliens, the film, and it leads you to a planet called Fiorina 161, and from there you learn to find out they crash land on this planet, and everyone is dead but Ripley, which is kind of like a bit down, because it's like they killed off some of the cool characters in Aliens, and then the only cool character that survived was Ripley, which I'm glad they didn't kill her off. But we'll get to that in a sec. And from there you learn that there's an alien impregnator on board, and it pretty much just jumps on and impregnates a dog, which then uses the dog as a host to keep the alien alive, and then the alien is born on this planet and it causes havoc. So that is basically the story. It's not a very interesting story. It's just mainly Ripley living on this planet, and the only friend she really has is this doctor who doesn't despise her because of her gender. The fact that no matter what she says, these guys all just dislike her for her being a female. And it's just kind of a bit like sexist at the start. It's just, you don't get it. And then like when she goes off to do something on her own, the prisoners then proceed to think, oh, well, she's right for the pickings, and then try to rape her. And it's just like kind of that weird film vibe. Like there's no one that really actually has Ripley's back except for a few people. Even the warden is kind of a bit of a dick. He's like, from there, like, there's just too many things that you can't enjoy about this film. The fact that the story is just the same generic alien story, but it's now located in the prison, and that these prisoners, instead of having weapons, they have nothing, and they pretty much just get fucked by this alien, which Ripley does quote in the film. Throughout this film, you just get disappointed with the fact that there is no interesting characters. The Doctor was the most interesting. He had a cool backstory, but then he dies soon after in the first act. And it's just like, okay, you introduced this cool Doctor character we can like, but then you kill him off. Why did you do that? Why not have him on board and have him watch what happens in the end? That would have been much more impactful than what we got. The whole idea of this alien being on board, and the fact that it won't kill Ripley, it makes you a bit confused of why it won't. So eventually you learn what happens, and the fact that there's an alien inside Ripley, it just doesn't make you like this film at all, because you know eventually what's going to happen. And I don't care about killing off Ripley as a character. If you're going to do it, you need to do it in the most epic way possible. But they didn't. They just had her just kind of make a choice to fall into this molten lava and then die. Whereas they could have done an epic scene of, well, they try to kill this alien, didn't work out, but then she finally has had enough and kills it herself and just tackles this bloody alien into the lava. That could have been a better switch around. Like, because she knew she was going to die anyway, so she thought if she does this, at least then they all die together. This world, and I'm going to take you out of it. I don't know, just would have been way more epic than what we got. It was cool, but just the fact that this story doesn't have much to offer in like original ideas. It's all pretty much the same generic ideas made from better films. The fact that there's a low angle camera just shooting people while they're talking, or whenever like someone's just doing something, it's just very low angle. It's just a weird angle. I mean, I don't care about camera angles that much, but they just overuse it way too much. Then they overused a trolley camera, which is like, it feels like the alien has his GoPro on him and he's just chasing all these people. And then a weird part of this alien is it changes its speed. It goes from like light speed to like very like slow, like crawling or jogging. It's just like, pick a speed for this alien. Like, have it run at a speed that it can run at, that's fine. It's just, it confused me a lot with that. The fact that they had all these interesting characters in Aliens, but then they killed off all the cool characters. They killed off Newt. They killed off Hicks. They killed off Bishop. There is no other characters to really enjoy except Ripley. They did try to bring Bishop back into the film, but as a human. But even, you know, with this Bishop character, this one just wants to use Ripley just to get the alien so he can use it for his own benefit. So it's like each film has this dickhead that just wants to harvest this alien creature just to use for their own good. It's just like, can't they actually just learn that this thing cannot be controlled, this thing cannot be used as a bioweapon, and you just can't use this thing at all. It's just uncontrollable. It's just like, there's always that one dickhead that thinks they can control it and they can use it for their own benefit and sell it for millions of dollars and whatever. This film is very boring. It was a lot of, like, just scenes of just these people not knowing what this thing is and Ripley telling them what it is, and the fact that Ripley knows what her fate is, but then she goes for it anyways. The fact that it took them so long to say, hey, Ripley's got this alien in her chest. But then you realize, hang on, why hasn't she died yet? Why hasn't this thing killed her? They killed the dog pretty quickly. They infected the dog, and then 12 hours later or 6 hours later, this dog is dead with this alien bursting out of its chest. So why hasn't this thing jumped out of Ripley's chest and as quick? And it still doesn't explain why this alien grows so quickly. Why it doesn't grow so big so quickly. So I just didn't get that. Like, it's like, what does this thing eat of? Why does it get so big so quickly? Just a lot of these unanswered questions about the alien films that I just can't get. Like, in the other film, in Aliens, it made sense because they gave a couple of years with the alien on board of the people on board of that planet, and the fact that the aliens would have just, like, you know, infested everyone, and that's why there was heaps of them there, and that's why they were so big, and that's why they had a queen, and I mean, these questions that needed to be answered. I didn't like this film, guys. This film just disappointed me a lot. It was a very poorly written film. It was a poorly shot film, and there was no interesting characters. The only interesting character, like I said, is Ripley. So I'm going to give this film a 4 out of 10. It is a bad film. Don't even bother with it. Stay away from Alien 3. Watch the first 2 Alien films. They're the best ones, I reckon, by far. This one just is a copy and paste film. It is nothing original about it. They didn't even bring anything interesting about it. Thank you again, guys, for tuning in to Wilso's Reviews. I hope you enjoyed this review of Alien 3. If you did, hit a like on my video. If you want to subscribe for more content, please subscribe for more content. As always, appreciated. Share these videos out to more people that might be interested in them. If you have any ideas for future film or TV ideas, hit them in the comment section below or at Wilso Reviews. Thank you again, guys, and see you soon. Thank you, guys. Bye.